Hey everybody, this is my latest installment for Tomb King's Proxies. For the price of $50, I got 200 1/72 scale miniatures, and I'm going to be doing a review of these. I've got a tape measure, I've got spyglass to show off the details. So let's get with it. This particular set is Egyptian Sheridan Royal Guard. They're going to be like my heavy infantry. You get 43 figures in a box, and I think all these boxes ran like around $7. So $7 for 43 figures. You do the math. It's pretty good deal. Actually, about 8. I think 8 times 5. No, 8 times 5 is 49. No, about 10. About 10, including shipping. So, anyways, let's check it out. Here is a standard. Come on. What am I doing here? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Here's that figure. As you can see, he stands I would say about 13 millimeters. The detail on these guys is what really makes them special. Is this gonna work, or is this a waste of time? Here we go. Got a lot of detail on these guys. Insides of the shield, armor, you name it. Very, very cool. So that's the Sheridan Warriors. Alright, the next one is titled Egyptian Army, and this is 42 figures. And let's see what these are like. This is almost impossible to do, guys, with one hand. And of course I have no flipping space. So we'll take a look at one weapon sprue and one guy. Okay, here is the guy. Let's get him to the right scale. As you can see, very nice detail. A little bit of flashing there, nothing that a razor blade can't fix. Front and back. Knees are pretty heavily bent, so he's probably about 11 to 12 millimeters. And here's the weapons. You can see the little holes for studs and whatnot. And it's got clubs, it's got halberds, it's got that really cool axe. So it's got a lot of options available to it. So that's my infantry. 1/72 scale. This one is titled Ancient Egyptian Warriors. You get 42 figures in a box. I think this actually, no, this one doesn't have a back picture either. My last two do, so you'll get a chance to see what that looks like. Okay, let's see what these are all about. He stands he's kind of straight-legged. He's a little bit smaller than normal, but men are different heights. I work with guys that just come up to my shoulder. Being 6'2", you know, that happens.
6'1".
6'1", yeah, I'm shortening up. I'm not how I used to be, but it's got really nice musculature. back isn't quite as nice, but the chest muscles they did a really good job on with this guy. And you can't argue with the price. So now we're going to move on to a different. Company. This is a very. I was so stoked. I got these for about $1 a piece. Chariots for $1 a piece. Can't go wrong with that. These particular figures. This is a pretty massive sprue. And I can put it next to this to give you an idea of scale. But you get 2 of these per sprue. I think I have like 4 of them. Let's check out the detail on these guys. These guys stand. They're a little bit bigger. I'd say they're about 14 mil. Once again, the musculature is fantastic. When you look at the detail of the horses, it is sumptuous. They've got really nice looking shields with bows and whatnot. And I'll give you a picture of some of these guys. The archers are pretty cool. I'm not sure if they're going to fit in the base of the chariot. The chariot's pretty small, and the bases are fairly large. So you might have to nip the bases, but other than that, they're very cool. Now this one I really like because it has. I'm going to just show you the box at first because it's got your leaders and stuff. I mean that totally is like the leader of your army right there. Done. And standard bearers, drums, very, very cool. So this is, they don't tell you how many figures. I can't find it on the box, but, oh, 46. 46 figures. And it's not like Russian or something, so that's why I can't get it to work. But let's check these guys out. These guys are really cool as well. For scale, there's a scale for it. So these guys I would say are running, actually I'm having a hard time lining that up. Okay, that's about right. Probably about 13, 14 mil. And again, the musculature is outstanding. Weapons are cool. It's kind of cool. The shields are actually upside down to the standard European shields of the later ages. I thought that was really cool. It's also got some other styles of shields. That's very nice. It's also got these African archers, which I think were awesome. I think they're Ethiopian. And in that day and age, the Ethiopian archers were the best in the world. I might steal those and put those with my Zulus, because that would just be oh so cool. But this is an example of if you're willing to scale down your armies, you can get a 200 figure army for like $50. Now let's look at how we can turn these into a fantasy Egyptian army. And I'll put these next to the thing. As you can see, there's my tape measure. You could totally do like a crab hoda and say these are like Nile troops. You could put a hoda on the back of that and as a giant boar. Let's throw down a fig next to it to give you some scale here. So here's like a guy. Here's the boar. You could put like two side pieces on it. So there's lots of options where you can take it from historical and turn it into fantasy. And these figures I picked up at a dime store. They probably cost me $1 a piece. And they've got very nice detail. Whoop. I mean, even the bottom has got nice detail. But segmented legs, all that, you could definitely paint that up. So that is my answer to expensive Tomb King's armies. You can do your own and fantasy base it for literally probably $60, including all of your fantasy mounts, just by going to a kid store. So tell me what you think. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye bye.